approximately 200,000 independent partners at present. Over 80% of them are female. And a unique thing about this business is that the flexibility allows partners to work when they want, where they want, and how they want, while balancing family life and other commitments at the same time. The core beliefs of the company are these. And again, you will see that's something that we all identify with: longevity, long-term well-being of customers, partners, and employees. We don't just want a customer once off. We want to be able to influence their health and well-being for a lifetime. Authenticity, we do what we say and we say what we do in all our relationships. Quality, the quality of our products. Sue talked about this earlier on. Community, everybody's familiar with the Juice Plus family, a uniquely supportive community. Simplicity, which is really important in our business, and several speakers emphasize this, keeping it simple. Being approachable, they openly share their core beliefs and they welcome feedback on it. And generosity, also the Juice Plus Foundation, supporting charitable causes. And again, the mission statement to promote healthy living around the world. So this is the kind of company that we are involved with. So who are they? They were founded 52 years ago in 1970, now operate in more than 25 countries worldwide. And the kind of support they give us is they look after the manufacture of the products, they process the orders and invoice each individual customer, they collect the payments from the customer, they deliver the Juice Plus, and they send us a monthly statement and transfer payment to our bank. And they provide customer and distributor support. So the obvious question after all that is, of course, what do we do? Because just about everything is done there. And this gives us a unique business system. All the advantages of traditional franchising. We've got the global company, the brand name product, proven system. But we've none of the disadvantages of traditional franchising. We have no capital investment, just £50. No stock to purchase. We have no cash to collect from customers. We have no deliveries. We have no employees, so no wages to pay. We have none of the usual administration, and we have none of the conventional overheads of regular business. Therefore, we have no financial risk. As well as that, the company provides us with a virtual office so we can process our orders online, personal information website. They also provide us with a mentor or a partner system. So when you come into this business as a partner, you have a sponsor or a mentor who will support you day to day. And we've heard a lot about that earlier on in this program as well. And of course, you've got head office support by phone and email and so on. So what about the products then? This is also really, really important. Our products are whole food, plant-based nutrition, a simple solution to a common problem, convenient, effective, and affordable. Our products are consumable with an automatic reorder system on a monthly basis. The market for those products is almost 100% of the population, young, old, male and female, with monthly repeat business. So from the point of view of the products, they're exactly suitable for today's world, and the market is just incredible. The origin of Juice Plus goes right back to the food pyramid. And in the food pyramid, we are advised that we should be eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, and berries, with a couple of important qualifications. Ideally, they need to be allowed to ripen naturally before they're harvested. In that way, they will be full of good nutrition. Obviously, they should be free from all sprays and chemicals of any kind. And a third really important qualification is we need to eat them raw, because when we cook them, we destroy many of the nutrients in them. So looking at the food pyramid and wanting to comply with it, we still find it impossible to eat enough raw fruit and veg on a daily basis. It's not convenient. It takes too much time to go shopping and preparing. Seasonality is a big issue. The taste of raw vegetables and the cost is quite prohibitive. But above all, there is the quality. So what is the solution? Well, nutritionists some time ago, a couple of decades ago, thought they had the solution, which was a juicing machine. But when people bought the juicing machine, they found that was the easy part. Then you had to buy the fruits and vegetables, bring them home, prepare them, juice them, and clean up afterwards. You had a high sugar content in the juice, and as well as that, the quality was questionable. The quality of the juice you took from the juicing machine was the quality of the fruits and vegetables you put into it. So unless you were growing them yourself or they were being organically produced, there was a question mark over the quality. Yet there was a huge demand for raw fruits and vegetables. And this company saw that demand, and they brought forward a convenient, affordable, and effective solution in Juice Plus. They simply took the fruits and vegetables, had them grown very carefully, allowed them to fully ripen before they're picked, and then they juiced them and dried that juice into powder and packed them into capsules. A couple of less than a minute in the morning and in the evening bridges the gap for us between what we eat on a daily basis and what we should eat. Is Juice Plus effective? Well, over the past 20 years, there's been a whole range of independent scientific studies, peer-reviewed and published in the most prestigious medical journals worldwide. And again, Sue is the expert in that field. What about the franchise system? How difficult is it to operate this business? Well, this is the franchise system in a nutshell. We take the Juice Plus products ourselves. We experience the benefits, and we share that experience with other people. And that's it. We're highly paid storytellers. And your sponsor or mentor shows you how to do it, teaches you to do it, and supports you as you do it. Sources of income, there are 7 at the moment. We have retail profits, we have commissions, which is paid on our own personal orders, on the orders of our partners. We have performance bonus paid on our team activities. We're paid performance bonus for introducing other team members to promoting Juice Plus. We get a percentage on the total turnover of the team. Promote Out bonus is paid to encourage us to help members of our team to make progress through the marketing plan. Business incentive bonus is like an expense allowance. Even though we're self-employed, we own our own franchise, the company still pays an expense allowance in the form of a business incentive bonus, which can amount to 20% of the previous month's check. So it can be very substantial. If, for example, your check is £5,000 last month, 20%, another 1,000 on top of that as a business incentive bonus. The Fast Track bonus program was introduced in 2013. And today you can earn up to 119,400 in bonuses alone as you climb the marketing plan with this company. And indeed, there are special promotions outside of that. Everybody will be familiar with the March momentum proposals that we are promotions and incentives that we have right now. So 7 sources of income with Juice Plus. Based on that, what are the possibilities for individuals? Well, one would be a good part-time income. And this is probably about 80% of people are focused on this when they come into the business. When we joined the business, my ambition was to earn £1,000, to build a business that would yield me £1,000 in 20 years' time. Because we were starting in 1994, and in 20 years, I would have been looking forward to retiring from teaching, and the teaching pension was going to be half of my teaching salary. I was finding it very difficult to survive on the teaching salary, so the prospect of surviving on half of it wasn't all that attractive. So therefore, this was a possibility. Build a business in the meantime that would yield £1,000 a month, and that would supplement my pension. For Olive, she had a slightly different goal in mind. She wanted to build up a fund that would help to support the children in 3rd level education. So we were both highly motivated to achieve those goals, and that was the secret to the success. A part-time income could be, for example, just $200 a month, which amounts to $2,500 a year, obviously. $300 a month, $3,500 a year. Or indeed, over time, grow that to 500 a month, £6,000 a year. Would that make an impact on the average family budget? And this is what we've got to offer. A more substantial part-time income for those who are more serious about income. They can, over time, grow their business to earn £1,000 a month, for example, £12,000 a year. Now it's getting pretty serious. And from there, for those who are interested, there is still another layer, the fast-track partners. Build a very substantial business over time, earn substantial monthly income, and establish a very valuable asset, which you will own. In doing that, you follow the fast track program and earn 119,400 in bonuses. That's extra to your income. It's a very flexible program. Anybody can fast track at any time, and it really is taking charge of your future. Look into the future. We have got the prospect of a really solid business. The product is one of a kind. Raw, dehydrated fruit, vegetables, and berries, capsule form, convenient, affordable, and very, very effective. The market is enormous, young, old, male, and female. The income is very stable because we've got monthly recurring orders giving us monthly recurring income. So at the beginning of March, or let's say at the end of February, if you had 20 customers in your business, well, in March, those 20 customers will repeat. So therefore, you're going to get paid on the 20 customers you brought forward. You're never starting at zero. You're starting by bringing forward the business you had already built up to the previous month. And that's an amazing feature of this business. The company is absolutely solid. 52 years in business and growing and financially solid. And the timing is right. The wellness revolution is well and truly on at the moment. So the story to date of this company has been from 1970 to 2022, more than half a century. They are now an established, solid company with a reputation for premium products, a solid leadership and management team, the infrastructure and logistics to deliver worldwide, a market leader, and financially sound, inspiring healthy living around the world. So what's the next chapter? Greater awareness and demand for plant-based products that are natural, and particularly when they're scientifically proven. That's something we can look forward to every year. We are still pioneering the Juice Plus products, but Juice Plus will become a household name. And already we see it in different publications. People are getting interested in the range of products that we have. More new and innovative products will be coming on stream every year, and there will be territorial expansion. This year it was Portugal. We're now expecting India and Africa, and to continue right throughout the world. And there will be more innovations in running our business. So why am I so passionate about the Juice Plus company? We have an incredible company. Their comprehensive support makes it so easy for us to run a business. We have unrivaled products that will never go out of style. There will never come a time when nutritionists will say, if you want to be healthy, don't eat those bloody fruits and vegetables. That's never going to happen. Mm-hmm. And we're in a really unique position. We have a simple but very powerful franchise system. The market is enormous and it's expanding all the time. We can build a good part-time income or make a full-time career of it. And we are inspiring healthy living around the world. So the future is incredibly bright, but there is always a but. Our attitude will determine our success. Treat it like a hobby and it'll pay you like a hobby. Treat it like a business and it'll pay you like a business. And truly, the best is very definitely yet to come. Thank you for listening.
Wow. Oh, Damien, that was just incredible. Thank you so much. Wow. I really, really, really loved that presentation. Wow. And I was just thinking as well, for anyone who, what I would definitely use that presentation for personally, for anyone who maybe feels like, you might struggle to get the business opportunity across to people, or if someone comes and approaches you about the business, or, you know, sometimes if you feel like you're advertising the business and then someone comes to you and says, okay, tell me more, and that's where a lot of people freeze. I would definitely use Damien's presentation to watch and rewatch, because it's going to give you that confidence when you're talking to people about the business and how to share it.
Wow.
And we've also just booked our first event, so I'm actually going to go through and memorise your presentation, Damien, to do at our next event. So thank you very, very, very much. And guys, just pop your favourite takeaways from Damien in the comments. He's absolutely incredible. We love having him on the calls. Thank you so much, Damien.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Have you got a guest speaker for today, Damien?
Yes, I have.
Amazing.
A guest speaker in-house. It's Donal, who is one of the family.
Brilliant. Welcome, Donal.
Morning, Sarah.
Good morning. How are you? I'm good.
Great.
Thanks. How are you?
Fantastic morning so far. So well done, and thanks a million for putting it on. These mornings are invaluable, and in particular at the start of the month to really kickstart us into the month. So yeah, as you said in your introduction earlier, you know, that the best is yet to come. The highest earners are yet to be sponsored in our business, and Birgit coming on is actually really exciting. Oh, sorry, I got a helper. And Birgit coming on, I'm really looking forward to. Birgit was a massive support to us, certainly in my early days or early years in the business. I'm in Juice Plus now for 10 years, 2012, 13 when I joined, and we regularly had Birgit to Ireland. And so now that we're getting back to some normality, we're looking forward to getting her back again. But I'm really looking forward to hearing her next. So with that in mind, I won't take up too much time. You know, from my point of view, the biggest thing that the business can give is flexibility. And, you know, it's no surprise. Early on in my dad's presentation, he said that 80% of the franchisees in our business are female. And I think it's that flexibility to earn money while being flexible around your kids or whatever it happens to be. So that's no surprise. And that goes for absolutely everybody. I continue to run my business 10 years on, and I've always worked full time. And that's what the Juice Plus business offers. You can there are no limitations on how big you want to build this business, regardless of the amount of time you put into it. It's more about the quality time than the quantity of time. And so I guess with that in mind, my big message this morning would be the new incentive just launched by corporate, which is the Moneymaker March. I think is a golden opportunity for all of us. So much so that I think that we've really got to make it a massive success in March, and then we can apply some pressure to have it continued. So I hope that part wasn't recorded, but I think in order to do that, we've got to make it a huge success. So sometimes the best ideas are actually the simplest ones, or it's going back to a previous idea and not have to reinvent the wheel. So there's lots of people on the call, including Birgit, James, and loads of others that I can see. Back when I first joined this business in 2013, this very same incentive, with just one slight tweak, but broadly the same, was the thing that catapulted us into huge momentum and launched our business. And it was at that time called 825-1, and it was called 1001 for the European countries. And nothing has changed in my opinion. This is the number one thing that will build momentum, and now we can earn extra bonuses from it. So as Nona said earlier about bringing in new people and duplicating with them and teaching them how to build a team, if I could pick one thing out of the whole business in anything that I've seen in the last 10 years, the 825-1, or now as it's called, Moneymaker March, is the number one thing that I would teach new people coming in and current team members, because you're building, everybody's getting new orders, so that real excitement is building, but also with your plus one, you're then also starting to build a team. And for that new person coming in with the Moneymaker March, they not only will get a bonus for getting the Partner Plus, but they also get this Moneymaker March bonus. So there's a huge opportunity there for us. And at that, I better mute, but that was really the message. I think this is a big opportunity, and having this call this morning at the start of the month makes great sense, and actually is a great launch to our month now.
Thank you, Donal. I find it really interesting as well. Don't worry, my daughter's been coming in and out. You can see me keep muting. I'm like, yeah, I find it really interesting that you said that this same incentive was launched when you first started your business, and it really catapulted your business. So that's really, really interesting to know. So everybody on the call, make sure you're making the most of it and using it to your advantage this month as well. Thank you, Donald.
Thank you. And just while you're introducing the next speaker, I would say anybody who's intending doing Moneymaker March, give a thumbs up in the chat, and let's get March launched.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you again, Damien. You were amazing, as you are always. So guys, it's been an amazing morning so far. Put lots of love in the comments. I'm loving it. I'm filling up my notepad as always. And we are moving on to our very special guest of the day, who is Birgit Land, and she's a Presidential Marketing Director Plus with Juice Plus. She is a technician of open heart surgery at the University Clinic of Hamburg, and she is a mother of grown-up twins. She started the business 30 years ago in Florida. She's got a business in 24 countries, thousands of partners worldwide, and she's going to talk to us about what it takes to be successful with Juice Plus. Welcome, Birgit.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah, and thank you so much, James, because I feel really honored that I'm allowed to speak after so many wonderful speakers, and I think everything is already being said. So what shall I say? But my golden nuggets, so to speak, they are more or less similar to all these other speakers, to Sarah, to Nemi, to Joyce. I forget all your names. But being in the business for 32 years means there must be something behind it, because I see so many people and they are successful, but suddenly they disappear. And that means that something was missing in their vision. And when people are getting started, one of the very first things is why? What is your burning desire? What is your big why? Because if you don't have a big why, if you say, well, I really would like to join the business because I would like to earn some money so I can buy a bicycle in 10 years, that why is too small to get you out of the bed in the morning. Your why should be, a little bit uneasy for you. It really should make you move. And so therefore, what is your why? Why are you doing this in the first place? And very often people are saying, well, I would like to have a better future. I would like to do say, okay, great. And we heard about the vision board. Write it down, but that is not enough. I mean, you have a clipboard and you write it down, but make it public, because that really puts so much more pressure on you to really do it, to really get out of bed maybe 1 hour earlier, or you really go to bed 1 hour later in that day. And that really should make you, put something on yourself. What if I would have had a loan from the bank, which is not £50? Maybe what if it's £50,000? And the banker is calling you, once a week and say, well, Birgit, what have you done this week? And I'm saying, well, I didn't feel like it. Or the children were sick. Or, I was going on vacation. Or my grandmother's had her birthday. That doesn't count. If you really start a business, and if it's only 1 hour a day, but then you have to do it, no matter what is coming along. Excuses are not paying your bills. Excuses there. Oh, I had the most wonderful excuses. I should really have put them down and make a book out of it. The funniest and the worst was really that a fox was coming and was going into the hen house and made a big mess. But not in his own. But it was, I don't know, it was a neighbor's, hen house, and the fox. Yes, it's terrible. I'm very sorry. But it's not your concern. The neighbor is dealing with that. Why are you doing it? Would you like to have a better future for the children, for yourself? So really put it down. And now comes something second. Really put momentum to it. Damien said it and all the other ones, do it. If you really said you would like to do it 1 hour a week or more, then do it really. No excuses. And not only doing it for 90 days, have a vision and you're saying, okay, I do this business part-time. And if I really would like to have a success part-time, it takes obviously longer than if somebody is doing it long-term and full-time. So therefore, if I only have it 1 hour a day, it takes 8 times longer if somebody is putting 8 hours of full-time job, logically. But people compare themselves and they're saying, oh, this person, they did their NMD in 1 year or in 2 years, and I'm doing this already for such a long time and I didn't go anywhere. So, well, what did you do on a daily basis, the DMO? What did you really do? I mean, not things where you're saying, I was designing my business card. What did you do? How many people did you talk to? And if you work with social media, and I tell you what, a lot of people don't like social media, well, we have this very old-fashioned thing where we have our name list. You know how many contacts you have. You just press a button and you call them up like in the old days. And I tell you what, it works, especially now in these terrible Corona times where people are isolated within their own homes. They like to be called, and they like that there's something else coming up, and they like that they are invited on a Zoom call, or even better, if we are allowed to meet over a cup of coffee. And it is for them so heartwarming that they say, oh, you're thinking of me. And one of my secret sentences is, listen, I'm just getting started a new business, which I'm doing it on the side. And I was thinking, well, I really don't want to do it alone by myself. I really would like to share a few friends around me so we can do it together. And I was looking in my phone and I said, well, who would be, really, good to do this with me? And I made a list, and your name was on the list. That's why I'm calling you. Oh, I said, well, my name was on the list. Oh, thank you. So I don't want to share it now over the phone. Do you have time, in the evening, or maybe do you have time for a cup of coffee and we can meet in a cafe? Story ended. It is so easy, but we have to do it. We have to talk to them and we have to get out of the comfort zone. We heard that before. And I tell you what, it works, but we have to do it constantly. That, like the Tibetan prayer mill, you do it over and over and over and over again. I'm 32 years in the business. James is 33 years probably in the business, a little bit longer. So what are we doing every day? Like a new person. We are not different. Yes, I have a big team and I do other things in between and I support my team, but this is one of my things I'm doing anyway. Later, I have another call with a new prospect. So if I wouldn't do it, yes, I'm earning a lot of money, but if I'm not doing it, the people are watching me in my team. So Birgit is on a management mode. She is not doing it. And that is another, trap in the business. A lot of people are thinking, I made it, I'm SC, and I made it, I'm NMD, I made it, I'm PMD, Okay, yes, fantastic. It's a wartime for yourself and within the team, but then you continue. Support your team and go and grow your team further. Don't fall back in the management mode, because that is what I've seen too often. That of course, it is, like when you're in a plane, you are 120% full power to get the plane off the ground. Yes, you can pull back a little bit, but don't go on 10% or 20%. The plane is falling down. And that happens, unfortunately, with a lot of people. So keep on doing, keep having your momentum over and over and over again. And another one is, the grass is greener on the other side. They are looking left and right. New companies are coming, promising you the world that is so much easier. The products are so much better. You can earn here so much more, blah, 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 blah. Really? So I have been in this business for such a long time. And in all these years, I stopped calculating because after a while, I said, well, this is madness. Over 180 MLM companies were coming and going. And they would like me and my ex-husband to work in their company, obviously. And they are promising us a lot of money and this and that. So where are they now? Okay, why should I leave? And this is one of the sentences I asked them. So tell me one reason why I really should leave this great company. One should be enough. They couldn't say anything because there was nothing. It is a big blah, blah, and they just would like to poach people away because they were not really good enough to build it themselves. And they are thinking, well, they did it already in another company. We can bring them over with some strange promises. And there were really strange promises. I mean, to make the long story short, but I have to share that with you. This company is not there anymore. It didn't exist, but they said, well, the leaders, they are getting a house on a Caribbean island. So now, a lot of people don't know, but I used to live in the Caribbean. It is like my second home, okay? And I said, that is nice. I like to have a house in the Caribbean. Now tell me where it is. And they said, it's on Beef Island in the British Virgins. Now, if you ever have been in the British Virgins, that is the airport island. There is an airport on it. And they were even so stupid, not really picking another island. So forget about all this. We have really the best ship here. And it's up to us, how much power we put it into and where we are bringing this little ship in the right direction. And we can grow the ship and really make a big, big, big cruising ship out of it. Something amazing. And I think to really show our team that this business is something for everyone. Now, when I started this business in America, I had people on stage and they were grooming poodles, other people. They took carpets out of the flats and they're putting it in it. So that was not a real profession. It was like, okay-ish, but they made incredible money. And I said, well, I was slaving myself in the heart operation room for little money. And I said, what am I doing here? I like to work and I like to help. And in my profession, I was in the repairing medicine and I rather want to be in the preventative medicine. That was my big thing. That was why I really joined. And I can tell you what, I make much, much, much bigger impact working in this business, in the people's lives, and for my customers as well, giving them something on their hand, saying, well, that is Hippocrates in a capsule. Do it. It helps. It's really something absolutely amazing. So always be involved. And yes, something comes in between, if it's family or health or business, but really be involved. Really show your team that you care and show your team not on your front line, but you go in the second and third and the 10th generation and see that they are being supported and they know what you know. They can duplicate what you did. And then you really, in the long run, have a solid, really huge team. And if problems are coming along, and I promise you, in any business, problems are coming along, they are so solid and they have the same vision like you have. The vision is one of the biggest and, for me, most important things. Because if your vision is too small and an obstacle is coming in the way, then the obstacle is just shielding your vision. You only see the obstacle, the problems. Oh my God, what happens? But if the vision is so big, it always is behind the obstacle. You always can still see it and say, well, this is why am I doing it? And I do it anyway, no matter what is coming along. So yeah, what makes what makes me successful in this business? I'm a tall, blonde, stubborn German.
Thanks for letting me know.
I do it anyway. And so many things happen, you can imagine, in 32 years. And here I am. And I'm probably be in this business for another 32 years. You have to push me off this stage in my wheelchair when I'm 110. The opportunity here to have an extraordinary income for everyone is special. Is really extraordinary and special. So that's why don't treat this part-time business like, and I think I heard it from Damien before, like a hobby. There is so much more behind it. Imagine you can have a house in Spain or in Greece or in Italy. Imagine you can, you work maybe only part-time, and the other part-time you can travel the world. This is all what this Juice Plus company is offering you. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it doesn't happen overnight. But what if? I'm having a second home in Mallorca in Spain. I'm living here now in the Bavarian Alps. So I never thought that it would be possible for me because my beginnings were not very good. But I did it anyway. And it is not because of me. I'm not special. I have customers, but there are people in my team who have more customers. I have people in my team who have more people sponsored frontline. But here I am. It is not, the question is not how good you are. The question is, who do you know? Who do you know to build good people? And to really stop I'm really running over time. One of our key people in our huge organization was in the 5th generation. And he turned over 1.2 billion euros in the last 20 years. Imagine. So is it worthwhile to really look? Is it worthwhile to really check out, not frontline, but who these people are bringing in? And Gerhard Bauer, I don't know if you know them, but he really has an incredible, huge team. And we found him because we were in London in those days. It was a very early days, and James knows that, he remembers. And we brought in 3 students. We had no contacts. We had to create contacts. We had no social media. We had no internet, no nothing. So we went to the university to ask if they have some students who would like to learn something different. And they said, yeah, we have. And they were like airheads, business students, but the 3rd one was really good. And he said, well, I really would like to show my German friends what am I doing. And his German student friend said, I know someone who is looking for a chance, who is looking for an opportunity. And he showed it to Gerhard. And he knew that this was his chance in life. Chances don't ring your bell. So, but here I am, and just do something. You really need to have an open, positive mind. Gerhard started, Stephen started, but the 3 business students didn't pay the franchise fee, and they dropped out. Tough luck. It's good for us, but tough luck. And that, this is something where we really should understand our network marketing business. It's about team, it's about relationship, and it's about support and helping out. And with my people and if my team members are happy, I'm happy. So this egoistic thinking that, you have to join in and, lots of products, this is very short-sighted. So long-term vision, what can I do long-term that my new people are happy? And we heard it before, not everyone would like to earn £2,000 a month, maybe just 200-300. I match that energy. I'm there for them, not a lot, but when they need me for £200, I match their energy. The same if somebody really would like to be successful, I'm more with them because they really needed me more. They bring more people, they have more events. I'm over my time. So I hope that I could give you some of my golden nuggets. And I'm always happy to speak to you. And again, thank you so much, James, that you were thinking of me, that I was able to speak to all of you today. And I'm looking forward to finally, hopefully in the near future, that I can fly again to wonderful UK and Ireland and see you all in person. So all the best. Have a nice weekend and lots of success.
Oh, wow. Absolutely amazing, Birgit. Thank you so much. I particularly love that you said that you went to the university to find people. I love that. I think, we get used to working at home on social media, on our phones, and people can say, I'm nervous to speak to them, or I'm nervous to speak to them. And here's you. No, we're going to the university, knocking on the door and looking for people.
Well, people, this is in the old days normal.
Yeah.
And people are hiding in the houses, and they're hiding behind their smartphones and behind their Zooms. Just try it out. And with a little sentence, I don't know if this is something for you or not, but I just came across something very interesting, and I think I have to share it with you. This is 30 seconds, but they have to do it. And I tell you what, I did a workshop, even with people who are longer in the business, and it was like a nightmare. Please stutter now. They said, well, you have to know your text. For heaven's sake, it is easy. Just write it down and repeat it over and over and over again until it finally comes out of your ears. And you can repeat it when I call you up at 3:00 at night. But you have to know it. Otherwise, it sounds strange.
Honestly, I could listen to you all day. Thank you so much. I feel like I want to give you a round of applause. Thank you so much, Birgit. Absolutely incredible. And guys, I think you'll agree we've been spoiled with speakers this morning. So much information, so much to take away. And as Donald said, I absolutely love that these calls are right at the beginning of the month, because it gives us loads of little tips and new things to try. If you feel like, actually, I want to try something new, put your hands up or put a comment if you definitely feel like you've got something new that you could go and take away and implement in your business this month, because I certainly did. So thank you so much to all of our amazing speakers, and thank you to James for arranging another incredible call. Let's Go Make Money March, a massive thing for us all. Let it explode your business this month. Of course, we've still got the product bundles as well that have been moved over into March. So those are two things definitely that you can be utilising and focusing on to maximise March. So good luck, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks to our speakers, and thanks to James. And we will see you again next month. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Record.